First carry here for Joe Mixon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Jamie Collins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Going to throw again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Vince Williams came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They go play action with Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Burrow going for it on 4th. This is caught. It's Boyd. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Play action. It's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Steelers 0. Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Now Eckler. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, Their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Push him back. 57 to mark. 57 to mark.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Steelers nothing.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overramped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
8-yard pickup. And the Steeler 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. On the screen, this is Eckler. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Ben to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Steelers.
57. Mike, 50.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall.
Roethlisberger's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 22-yard line.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Roethlisberger will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. He's at the 50. The 40. 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
They're running it. Check, check.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
He may try to, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Partner, wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Burrow on play action. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in.
Watch the run. Watch safety creep, Safety's creeping.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And 7.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Break on the coverage.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. Seibert's kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Crossing route complete. That's Boyd. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Joe Mixon. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Pick me up. Here we go.
To the air again, Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 19 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
To kick off.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
66. 44.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's into the hands of Eckler. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Boswell's kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
40-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Gain of 9. Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard, leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and goal at the 7.
Burrow looking to pass. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score, Bengals 38, Steelers 3. Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now it's Roethlisberger. Connects with Sanu right side. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another 1st down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete to Amari Cooper. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, let's get that move.
Here is Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
50.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Once again, they run with Mixon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47.
That's good.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Play action. It's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bengals 45, Steelers 3. Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
On the stop. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Steelers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. It's Eckler again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
Running on first down, Eckler. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Austin Eckler, the ball.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Fourth down, here's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Bengals grab it. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
7-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,